Hey garden friends, welcome back to Flower Patch. Today I am out on this beautiful November day. I have to say we have had gorgeous fall weather. I am here getting some lilies I just bought. I ordered online from a small farm, family-run farm, and I'm going to get them in the ground. So let's get rolling on planting lilies in the fall garden. So I have to plant lilies now in containers. So I have this one. I'm going to put 2 of my Asiatic lilies that I bought in here, and I'm going to sink the pot into the soil. And that way it can grow on and be ready and bloom hopefully in the spring. Now, I'm going to put the 2 in here because it's big enough for the 2. The prior Asiatic lilies that I have grown in this garden in the same spot reseeded, spread, and did just gorgeous. I can only hope that these will do it too. One is a white one and one is a pink, so maybe it'll cross and do who knows what. But the ones I had before, I had tons, were eaten by gophers. So I know the gophers like them. They eat them over the winter while the snow's covering the ground. And so that's why I'm planting them in the pots. And that has worked for me so far. It worked with my dahlias. And now I have some other lilies in the ground and the gophers were not able to eat them. So in the ground in pots. So that's what I'm going to do with these. So I'm going to plant one set up there by my phlox. I divided out some, and so there's a spot that will work perfect for these Asiatic lilies. And I'm going to sink them in the ground. And then I have some trumpet lilies that I'm going to put in the secret cottage garden in the back. They get super, super tall, and I just thought they would be pretty back there. Though I may change my mind and put them up here. I'm always like that. Yeah, and one thing I love about the trumpet lilies is they have the most wonderful perfume, and they just perfume the whole garden. That's why I'm kind of rethinking, maybe I'll put them up here. But I do have oriental lilies up here, and they also perfume the garden. So all my ones in the back pretty much are gone from the gophers, so I think that would be a good place for my trumpet lilies. Okay, I'm going to get planting. Now, if I didn't say this before, I'm saying it now. I will put a link to this lily grower in the description box below, and then you can go check out their site and see what they have. Now, last year at this time, this would have been nearly impossible because we had over a foot of snow on the ground and it froze solid. So this is great that this year I get to plant out at this time of year. I've got some ornamental oregano out here that I'm trying to go around. This is Kent Beauty. I let it run as a ground cover, and it's really pretty. It's not always visible because there's so much else growing in here in the summertime, but yeah, I love it. I probably should move it to a spot where it gets a little bit more sun, and I might get more from it. Okay, so there is that. What is underneath there? Oh, I guess it was just a piece of a leaf. I'm going to be hitting something. Oh, some hard rock. Okay, let's see if that is fitting down in there. So I want it to have plenty of soil. Nope, it's not squared off at the bottom. Okay. I don't mind if a little bit of the pot shows on the top because I can always mulch and do whatever with that. So I'm going to put my lilies in it. Let me go grab my lilies. Let's see, I have 3 different ones here, but I want the pink and the white one to be in here. Let me put my glasses on so I can read this. Okay, Richmond Asiatic is pure white flowers in June, 3 to 4 feet. So it'll be great because it'll get up here. And the phlox really aren't getting going yet, so they won't block the light. And it says to plant it 4 inches deep. So get rid of the little sawdust it's in. Plant with the, see, this is the roots side down. And let me pull some of this to the side. I have a piece of a phlox in there I don't want. Okay, that looks like it's 4 inches. And then the other one. Do this. Now this one is pink. Oh, peach with pink. No, the other one must be the other one I left behind. Spice Island. Whoop. That isn't it either. Let me go find it. Well, maybe it is. I thought I had just a pure pink one. Let me go look. I might have not grabbed the right one. Well, I guess that is the right one, or maybe the other one I planted over there. I had planted one previously over there, was it. So this one, it's a peachy color with pink reverse, it says. And this one truly is Asia. Yeah. Oh, I see. This one was a substitution. I said it was okay if they substituted, if they didn't have one I had ordered or ran out of it. So that's what it is. So, okay. Let's see. That one's a massive bulb. I'll go look it up, and maybe I'll put the pictures up if I find them online for you. Look at that thing, and look at this root mass. So it's going to be sharing this spot. And one thing nice, it'll be easy to pull these up if I need to next year, and maybe not divide them, but separate them out, put them in their own individual pots. I don't think I would put them in the ground, only because I never know when the gophers are going to be really bad around here. This year they were not as bad as last year. So I'm just kind of digging around to fill them in. What is over there? I still need to get my load of compost, bulk compost, this year. Just seems like time's flying, getting away from us. And if it stays as nice as it is, though we have seen online they're predicting snow here around December 1st. So I am running out of time that we have available. Okay, so I will fill this up with more compost once I get that. And there are my 2 Asiatic lilies planted there, and then I have one over there. As I said before, these always did super well for me in this area, so good to go. And this was all the Asiatic lilies, and then down there too. So tons that were eradicated. Before I realized what was eating them or what was happening to them, just all of a sudden they were gone. But I had white and orange, and I had a red one that had speckles and all kinds of them. I started out when I first got them on a bargain rack at Walmart for $3. I thought, $3, I've never grown these before. I'll grab them and try them. Loved them, and they loved it here, so that's why it was so great. Okay, there's my lily planting, and I was also going to spread some more ground cover. This is pathway bark ground cover, and it's going over here. So let's see if I can get this open. Aha, I have these loppers here. I can do that with. Just cut it and then spread it. I was only expecting to be out here a little bit, so I didn't bother putting my hair up in a ponytail. That's how I garden. You might think I have all the time in the world, but I don't. I'm right now trying to catch up on bookwork for our corporation, and I come out here to take a break from my desk. So I just do it in small increments of time, and I just have a list of chores, see what I could get done in that amount of time I have that day, and I do it. So there's not any long days in the garden to do these things. Now this dark patch over here, I don't know if you can see it, but that is coffee grounds that I got at a coffee shop. And I just put them down as an added layer, a free added layer. And supposedly coffee grounds are supposed to deter gophers, but I don't know if that's true. I just thought it wouldn't hurt if it was free. Alrighty. Okay, good enough. All right. Okay, I will save these packages so I know what I have as far as the lilies, since one of them was a substitute, not what I ordered. Now this iris is not supposed to be here, so I'm going to dig it up. Must have been a piece I dropped from something. I'll put it up here to see what it will become, what it is, and then if I don't like it, I can move it. All right. Has a ton of water in it. Okay, just spread this. Over here, there's still enough mulch to cover the path that was along in here that I was starting to get muddy. And I just cover it. I do like this. I got this one at Lowe's. I had gotten the last one, this pathway bark, at Home Depot. So they're available at both places. Let me show you the package again, just in case you didn't see it. So you see what it is. It's very fine. It's not big chunks. You would think you would come out muddy from walking on it because it looks like it's dirt. This also makes great mulch in the flower beds, which I'm going to get some more and mulch with it too. And it's relatively inexpensive. Now I have this pretty thick because I am using it as a pathway, so I want it to stay thick. All right, let me get the package and show that to you. So here it is. It's called Garden Time Naturally Inspired Pathway Ground Cover. So beautifies landscape, natural in color. Ingredients, forest products. So it's from Arizona, growwell.com. Yeah, so I don't like bark mulches that are colored, dyed, like you see the black ones. This is nice and dark, but it's not got dyes in it from what it says. I'm hoping that's true. But okay, that's good enough. If I want to get my steel rake and flatten it a little more, I will. But we'll let it settle a bit before I do that. Okay, another chore down on this day. I'm going to show you my little rose I planted. I'm not sure I showed you yet. We will see. Anyways, so over here, can you see over here? Let me turn you. So right here, these are a couple of Hyde Hall roses in here, and I want to dig them out. And I had thought of putting them up here, but I already have a red rose, and there's 2 red roses in that barrel. So I was thinking maybe I just put the red roses up here, take the pink roses and either put them up by the road here in the entrance garden or down in my secret, not secret garden, but down in the cottage rose garden. And then go from there and just see, because the roses didn't, the gophers did not eat my roses this year. So maybe they're backing off. I don't know. So I was thinking rather than in the barrels, put them in the ground. Though I could see if I could get like a dolly and just roll this whole barrel and put it in place over there. And so keep the roses in the barrel. That's an option too. So that way they would be protected. Though I think if I dug them out and planted them in the ground, they may do better individually rather than both of them in this barrel. So, and they get super tall. So I want something, I want to be able to put them, have a support for them. Like I have the arbors, the metal arbors, not arbors, but obelisks. And then I could support them with it. I was thinking of putting like a rebar between the obelisks and then making almost a fence-like contraption with that and tie these up to it so that they don't flop. That's the idea anyways. Hey, well, thanks for coming along with me on this little chore of planting my lily bulbs and spreading a little compost, well, no, mulch for my pathway. I just wanted to share with you how I successfully plant my lilies bulbs, all of the types, now that I know that gophers just love to eat on them. And whether they eat them in your garden, it may vary, because it could be our deep snows that we get and they're under there and they're looking for stuff to eat in the winter underneath all that snow. So yeah, they eat my tulips, my alliums, my garlic. I have caught them eating my iris rhizomes, but they've never, well, I shouldn't say never. Last winter it was really deep snow, and they ate an entire patch of iris. I had a few left of that color. So I was able to go ahead and move them and get more of those, or at least let them keep growing. So I didn't completely lose that color. But yeah, when they're hungry enough, they'll eat a lot of things. And I had noticed that through the years, even when we didn't have deep snow, they ate my alliums, which many will say that they don't. But both my garlic and my alliums, they devastated. So I guess it depends on where you are and what kind of gophers they are, I guess. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and or share with your friends. And I hope that you had a chance to enjoy something gardening related today. And come on back for my next video. All right, bye.